What is up, boxing world? So much going on, so much that has happened in the last 24, 48 hours. Where it's Crawford Canelo is off from the Ring magazine, which is owned by Turkey Al Sheikh. So it was, it's off now. Now we are moving over to Canelo Jake Paul, which I have some thoughts on that because it was going to be on Netflix and things like that. So I at this point I don't think Canelo is going to challenge himself. He's going to do what Floyd Mayweather did in the end, try to make the most amount of money with the less amount of punishment and risks, right? So listen, I'm not mad. I wasn't a big fan. The only issue that I have with Canelo is that he constantly says that he wants to give the people the fights they want to see. And everybody and their mom wants Benavidez, literally. And then he always says he's still the best. He wants to fight the best and give the fans what they want, which is not true at all. He does if he wants to fight the best. There's a lot of best fighters out there. Like there's a lot of other great fights out there, other than the Jake Pauls or the Crawfords that is moving up 3 weight classes. If we really think about it, because he had just moved up to 154, and so but I'm not mad at it though. I mean, I'm not interested in watching the fight, but I'm not mad, and I was gonna watch it, just because it's an event. But if you really think about it, and you go into the great Julio Cesar Chavez record, some of those fights he had in there, some of those people could have been a Jake Paul. They had more losses than wins, and it was taxi cab drivers on his record. So if you really, really think about it, it's nothing new. Where it wasn't an exhibition, obviously, in the past, but now it is. It's a money grab. But you can't blame Canelo for taking this. I mean, it is a disgrace to boxing, but it is what it is. He's the cash cow. It is what it is. It doesn't. It At one point I was like, it's gonna hurt boxing because it's more like a circus now. But the thing is, Netflix wants to get their foot in the boxing world and the sport of boxing, and what better way to do it with an event with Jake Paul, one of the most popular celebrities now, and the face of boxing, which is Canelo, to bring eyes into the Netflix streaming app so that they are aware that they are now streaming sports. That was kind of like the whole thing with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. They're trying to get their feet in there, and some casuals didn't even know who Katie and Amanda Serrano was until they watched the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. They were like, "Oh yeah, we saw this great fight between two women," and for us that know boxing, those are the top of the top when it comes to women's boxing. But I think this event would have grabbed a lot of attention to the sport of boxing, negative or bad, negative or good. It is what it is. It would have brought eyes. But things were getting close from Twitter news. You can't really know until Canelo or somebody over there makes it official. But everything was supposed to be a done deal. Even Eddie said that it was a done deal with Canelo and Jake Paul in May, and then I saw a tweet from Jake Paul, which I think kind of hurt the negotiations. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe Turki Al Sheikh came just back with a counter offer and saying, "Hey, don't sign this deal yet. We have a better option and more money to throw at you." So the tweet that Jake Paul had tweeted was saying, "In any fight, I am the A side," which we all know that the A side that has been for years after Floyd Mayweather has been Canelo. And Canelo has I don't think he would want to be the B side anymore. After the Floyd Mayweather fight, Canelo started to be the A side, and he's been the A side, and I don't think he wants to let that go. So it was one of those things with ego that he's like, all right, well, if you want to be the A side, then we just call it off. I'm the A side. This is how it works. You're not gonna put your rules on here. I'm the A side, and that's how it's going to be. Either that or Turki Alachi was like, hey Canelo, we can offer you this much money. And the only reason I know it's official now is because Canelo retweeted the tweet from Turki Al-Rashid that said that there's a 4-fight deal, one in May, one in September, done deal with Crawford, and then one in February, and then May. Who are the opponents for this May? Who knows? All we know is it's official with Terrence Crawford for this September, and then February. They're throwing names around with, the person who beat Jaime Munguia, Jermel Charlo, which I don't even know why the Charlos are even in the picture anymore. They haven't fought any fights. They've been out of the ring. Like I said, man, Canelo is not trying to challenge himself at all. And then Bivol. Bivol, I would give him credit for that because Bivol has been staying active and is having a rematch with Beterbiev. But that's it. That's the news. It looks like it's official with the 4-fight deal with Turkey. And man, who knows how much money this man is about to make, which it is what it is. Business is business. Turkey has enough money to throw at Canelo if he wants to. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what fight he comes up in May. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of everything going on with news, and you don't know who to believe. But like I said, Canelo retweeted that, so it looks like it is official. We'll break down the fights once the announcements come in for May. But yeah, that's it. Crazy world we live in boxing right now. See you guys in the next video.